Herod.
Now, take the child and his mother and go back to your home.
Just a minute, wait! Jesus, do you know the name of the village we're coming to?
Yes, I do. It's Nazareth.
Hey, Joseph! Come, your house is finished. I've just completed the work. I used well-seasoned wood. Be careful, it's been freshly waxed.
Great work, Joseph.
He too will be a carpenter, if he wishes.
Come now, Zabulon. Let me hear how you read.
And then the Lord said to Abraham, "Leave your country, your homeland, your father's house, and go where I will tell you. I will make a great people out of you, and will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will become a great nation."
Move aside, out of the way! Get back to your places. Stop that animal! What a brute!
Come on, don't be afraid. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're afraid of a frog. It isn't your fault, Jennifer.
Poor frog. It isn't dead, is it?
No. That was a nasty trick, Simon.
Come, everyone! Come and see Romur, the wild dancing bear. Romur, the smartest bear in all of Syria and Phoenicia. Be good, Romur. Shake hands with this boy. Have no fear, people. Romur has very good manners.
Simon, they're looking for you.
I don't care. I want to travel, to see the world. I'll have 10 bears obeying my orders, and I won't go back to school.
Simon.
And I'll never be a potter like my father. I'll be a merchant.
Gabriel, come in. Has something happened?
I know it's late to be calling on people, but you know me, Joseph. Simon did not come home this evening. Perhaps Jesus knows where I can find him.
I think I know where Simon's gone.
Come on, eat something.
Yes, but after you've had your meal, you go home to your father.
You mean you don't want me to go with you?
You're not old enough. Maybe in a year's time.
Huh? Jesus, Juniper, what?
We really had to run, but we caught up with you.
It's almost time for prayers. We must hurry. I don't want to get to the synagogue late.
The glue is almost ready.
You know, it's almost Passover. As the law prescribes, your mother and I will make a pilgrimage to Jerusalem. Now that you're old enough, you'll come along with us.
Glory of the Lord.
Jerusalem.
The city of David.
Jerusalem.
Come here, boy. Come and see my stall.
Over here, sir. This way.
We give the best rates in the city. There you are. And a very good day to you, sir.
We have the best. We have the best around.
This is the heart of our faith, the sanctuary of the Lord. To behold this temple is to see true majesty.
Yes, but...
Make way, move!
Look at him. There goes a leech.
Publican, you sold your soul to the Romans!
Why are they angry at him?
He is a publican. He collects taxes for the Romans.
Any man who is not an Israelite may not go beyond this wall around the temple on pain of death. Not even the Romans can go beyond this wall?
Not even the Romans.
But that's Mary. Mary! 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 Look, Joseph, it's Sarah. Oh, Mary, I'm so happy to see you again. And who is this boy? Is he your son, Jesus? You know, my boy, your mother and I used to play together when we were little in Nazareth. Then I got married and I went to live in Bethany.
Excuse me. While we're in the temple, you'll have to stay here.
Oh, yes, go ahead. Don't mind us. Mary and I have a lot to catch up on.
Stop it!
Gabriel! I'm looking for Jesus.
He's probably with Simon. They're playing near the well, down there, at the far end of the courtyard.
Simon! Simon! Where is Jesus? I can't find him.
Jesus? He's not here. I haven't seen him today. I saw him yesterday in Jerusalem, before leaving.
Yes, we break our backs, working day and night, and they rob us of the fruit of our toil. Publicans, Sadducees, they're all of the same breed. They're all friends with the Romans.
Joseph,
Mary,
it's Jesus.
what about Jesus?
I can't find him.
He's probably with Simon.
No, I was sure he'd be with you. I asked everybody before coming here.
Come on, let's go look for him. The only thing we can do at this point is look for him in the temple.
Jesus! Jesus! I'm scared, Joseph. We've been looking for him for 3 days.
Don't worry. A smart boy like Jesus doesn't just disappear. We'll find him.
I'll be waiting here.
This is what the Lord said to his servant David. When your days are ended, and you are laid to rest with your ancestors, I will preserve the offspring of your body after you, and make your sovereignty secure. It is he who shall build a house for my name, and I will make his royal throne secure forever. I will be a father to him, and he a son to me. It is Nathan speaking, the prophet Nathan. These words were written by Samuel 1,000 years ago.
Rabbi, who is the prophet Nathan speaking about? Where will this house be built? Where is the throne of his kingdom?
Surely he is talking about King Solomon.
Rabbi, the prophet Nathan certainly is not speaking about King Solomon.
Well, who is he talking about then?
He is talking about the Messiah, who is to come to bring salvation to the people of Israel. I will have your descendants bear a child, and the kingdom he is talking about is the kingdom of God, a boundless kingdom built in the hearts of men. He will build a home in my name, the text reads. God, the Lord, will render stable the kingdom of his beloved Son. This house and many in Israel will be saved in his name.
You are right, my boy. You are young, but so wise. May the Almighty bless your days and guide your steps into the future. The reading is finished. Go in peace.
Come, Jesus, let's go.
Jesus, why did you leave like that, without saying anything? We were afraid we'd lost you.
Why are you looking for me? Why are you worried? Don't you know that I must be busy with my father's affairs?
Jesus was a Jewish boy just like many others. We are told by the Gospel according to St. Luke, he grew up and became stronger, full of knowledge, and God's grace was above him. In the synagogue, Jesus learned to read and write his people's language, Aramaic, and also got acquainted with the Holy Scriptures, the holy books that tell about man's origin and the history of the Jewish people. In Joseph's workshop, Jesus learned the trade of carpenter. In the streets and the gardens of his village, he played merrily with the boys of his own age. Did the people who knew him, his friends and relatives, know about his destiny? No one probably knew what his parents knew about him, but everybody could see that he was an exceptional boy. When he was already an adolescent, Jesus, like every other Jew, was obliged to go on a pilgrimage to the Temple of Jerusalem at least once a year, and especially on special religious holidays. It was in the Temple of Jerusalem that Jesus, aged 12, spoke to the doctors of the law, who were astounded by his knowledge of the Holy Scriptures. In the year 14 BC, Herod the Great had started the reconstruction and the enlargement of this ancient temple, built about 1,000 years before by King Solomon. It was later razed to the ground by the Romans in the year 70 AD, during the siege of Jerusalem, which had rebelled against Rome. Only a few remains are left today. The dimensions of the temple as reconstructed by Herod were colossal. It rose on a rectangular platform 225 meters long, 130 meters wide. Its walls were up to 40 meters high. The temple's first courtyard was that reserved to the Gentiles, that is, to those who were not Jews. In the center of the platform rose the central building of the temple, which was reserved exclusively to the Jews. In fact, trespassing Gentiles were sentenced to death. In the temple's central building, right after its entrance, there was the women's courtyard, beyond which they were not allowed to go. Then, through Nicanor's gate, there was the entrance to the heart of the sanctuary, starting with the Hall of the Israelites, an area reserved only to Jewish men. Then came the priest's courtyard with the sacrificial altar. The sanctuary of God rose 12 steps above the ground in the priest's courtyard, a sober building in the style of the original temple erected by Solomon, whose core was the Holy of Holies, which could be reached through a rectangular hall lined with rare woods. Here were the incense altar, on which incense was solemnly burned twice a day, and the great gilded candelabrum with 7 arms. The Holy of Holies was located in this hall, beyond a curtain made with precious cloth. Beyond the curtain there was nothing, except for a stone which could be approached once a year, and only by the high priest, who laid incense on it. In Solomon's times, the tables of the law, that is, the 10 commandments given to Moses by God on Mount Sinai, were kept in this sacred and inviolable place in a wooden ark decorated with the gilded statues of 2 cherubs.